Pulls with a fresh shot clock. MJ. Oh, he did it! Michael shakes the finger!
Michael Jordan, arguably one of the greatest basketball players of all time. When he wasn't on the courts winning games or serving an L to the Monstars,
spoilers,
he was managing to build quite a diverse collection of cars. And the cars we'll be looking at today may or may not still be in his collection, but I've done my best to collect this list from multiple sources, so let's get right to it and stick around till the end for a cost breakdown. I think you'll be surprised. Let's start this off right with one of Michael Jordan's favorites from Chevrolet, and probably one of his favorite cars. This is the Corvette.
A new Chevrolet Corvette like never before. A Corvette superb in its engineering and technology and defiant in its performance.
Michael Jordan is known to love these cars and actually has owned several different Corvettes over the years, in particular a 1984 Corvette C4 and a 1993 40th Anniversary Edition C4 Corvette ZR1. We also caught a glimpse of a C5 in the Last Dance documentary. And just like the Corvette, we're keeping it American with this next one. General Motors was thrilled to have endorsement from Michael Jordan, and so they had transported 3 XLRVs to him in 3 different colors: infrared, black raven, and light platinum, and they let him have his choice, of which he chose red. And that's no surprise there. Michael Jordan loves red cars. The XLRV was the most powerful variant of the Cadillac XLR, and it boasted about 443 brake horsepower. Michael Jordan on board or not, this was not exactly a hit for Cadillac in terms of sales numbers. And next up, also making an appearance in the Last Dance documentary, was one of his Porsches. Red, just like his Cadillac, was his 1998 Porsche 993 Turbo S, sporting the famous ear license plate. In addition to the 993, Michael Jordan also reportedly owned a 964 in the iconic 911 Turbo Cabriolet flat nose or slant nose, which is also supposed to have served inspiration for the Air Jordan 6 that debuted in 1991. And of course, being as wealthy as Michael Jordan is, he's no stranger to Mercedes-Benz, of which he has owned many during his lifetime, including a supercharged S-Class in the early 2000s, and prior to that, many other S-Classes, an SL55 AMG, a CL65 AMG, and in the mid-90s, Jordan acquired a W140 S600 Coupe equipped with a wide body kit and custom dual pipes that were installed by stalwart Benz tuner Lorenzer. Even more recently, and possibly one of the coolest AMGs around, in my opinion, is the SLS AMG, spiritual successor to the 300 SL Gullwing, which was just an incredibly cool car for its time, and it still is really cool. It was also reported that Michael acquired a Mercedes McLaren SLR 722 in 2007, but ended up listing it on eBay after a few years with less than 1,000 miles on it. Now, when Michael Jordan came back to play basketball one last time for the Wizards, of which at the time he was owner,
your pregame announcer, your owner, your coach, your pop singing sensation, but most importantly, your power forward, yours truly, Jackie Moon.
He drove a red Aston Martin DB7 Volante before replacing it with a silver DB9 Volante once he'd finally actually retired, this time for real, in 2003. And of course, what lover of the color red who also loves cars does not own a number of Ferraris as well? As a matter of fact, to celebrate his first NBA championship with the Chicago Bulls in 1991, he gifted himself a Ferrari 512 TR. He's also owned a 599 GTB Fiorano, a 550 Maranello, which, like the Porsche Flatnose, is believed to have served inspiration in the design of yet another Air Jordan, the Air Jordan 14 Trainer. And more recently, he was spotted in a 488 Pista Spider, which is believed to be the first V8 Ferrari that he's been seen in, as Michael Jordan is known to collect only the V12 Ferraris. Seemingly not the case. Now, where is the SUVs? Surely Michael Jordan has SUVs. Yes, he does. As a matter of fact, it was reported that before he acquired a love for Range Rovers, he initially bought a Toyota Land Cruiser J80 as his first big SUV. Afterwards, swapping it for a Land Rover Range Rover HSE 4.6, which he would use to drive to and from practice in the 90s. This is just one of the supposedly many Range Rovers in his collection. Now, after retirement, many of his purchases have been rather discreet, and although ultimately unsure of this one, multiple sources report that he allegedly owns a 1 of 12 Bugatti Veyron Noir. If anybody could have afforded this, I think Michael Jordan would be one of those people, that's for sure. But again, until we see proof, we can't be 100% sure. Now then, thanks for sticking around. Let's get to that cost breakdown. And like I said, I think you'll be surprised by these numbers. All in all, this is a surprisingly modest dollar figure for someone of Michael Jordan's fame. However, keep in mind, this is just what we know about.